I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He
was brought down by Carl.
Next receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
56, 56. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Get ready.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. 45 is the mark. Deep. 45.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 51 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers, nothing. Tyler.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Brady now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Brady to throw again. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd and 5.
Now Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 6.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
On Diggs. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got Evans. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 52 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, someone was very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He was brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
TJ Yeldon.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down.
37-yard line.
Come on.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got it.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Moss. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Moss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up
on play action. Now Brady.
At the 25-yard line.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play action. Now it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Intended for
third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
58, come on, 58. Let's go on. No, 66. It's serious right here. We got to step it up. 58, boy, 58.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Allen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
It's now third and 19.
Back to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That one was intended for John Brown. But it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
14.
Well, going into the final play of this.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10. She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the union, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that listen, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it and go. I get it and go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Lambeau. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Look at this, a tight end carry.
The tight end, the ball.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The pickup there, 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 45-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
White on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And off to Aaron Jones.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
David. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Brady. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And they're able to work get this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw an example of it right there. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
49, 58. Shoot. Check. 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
He was brought down
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
30. Check 45 to Mike. Think you gonna get this, Gordon? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Check. Check. Hey, check. Clear Mike. Check Mike 45. We own them. Inside. We own them. Switch.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep for Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Buccaneers. They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. The final shot before half for Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Suck up on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll go again to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 60 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. There he goes, left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 67 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Just 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts him back behind.
So their defense
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On first down, Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Aaron Jones.
Just a yard up to the 39.
He was brought down by Levante David.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5. That's the end.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down, and
they'll go with Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground with a tight end. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down now, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
At the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Packers 21, Buccaneers 17. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or less,
he's got a man complete. 20.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Crosby for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Packers 28, Buccaneers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Antonio Brown, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains.
First down.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Today's final score, Packers.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming.
Take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring, just for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Oh, they'll run the option right. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Calais Campbell on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown. 64 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Jackson going to run. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
2-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson, option right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 31, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
Brings up fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down to the 35. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And the Raven first down.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as time expires in the first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Good point.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Thomas. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds.